Hey guys, and welcome. Today we're gonna see how you can make Excel look like a proper software by just having some clicks on some buttons and go from one page to another automatically. This is something that's very useful in companies and actually very impressive when you know how to do this. And it's actually quite simple. So this is gonna be a short video about how you can like make links for a document or for another page. So let's go into it right away. As you can see on Excel, I've been naming my page Home My Software. So this is my main page of the software. And I'm gonna see how I can link this to different files or how I can go into different pages of my Excel. So we'll see that later on without going into the buttons down Excel. So let's start right away with the file. What I want is when I click on this cell I want to open a PDF file. So the option here is to right click on this and you have something called hyperlink. So I'm just going to click on hyperlink right here. And as you can see, I can choose either a web page or file or this document, etc. I'm going to start with web page, or file. And so if I select, I'm going to choose my PDF example, which I prepared before. And when I do this, as you can see, I have my link, which is made here. So you can see with the fonts, the color, and the underline that the formatting has been made as a link. So if I click on this, we can try. He's asking me for an authorization. It happens only once. I mean, once you've made it once for one file, it's okay for all the other times you're going to click on it. And as you can see in Acrobat here, I have all my PDF, and this is actually a PDF of the file I made right before. This is just to show the example. So this means you can have like a big database with many PDF files and just have the link to the file every time you want. You have to be very careful with it, actually, because if you rename the file, if you rename, sorry, not a file, but yeah, if you rename the file, it won't work anyway. If you rename the folder, which is related to the file, this doesn't work anymore. So you need to make it again once you rename your folder. So just be careful of how you want to store data once you've done it. The other ones we're going to see is if you want to go into the document just by clicking on a cell. So here I want to go into page 1, and what I can do is exactly the same thing, going to hyperlink, and here I'm going to choose this document. And in this document I have page 1, and as you can see I can also choose in which cell I'm going to arrive. So I can choose A1, but if you have like a big page and you want to go in some part of the page, you can ask for C60 and you're going to arrive on C60. So I'm just going to choose A1 for this one. And you can see I have my link to, when I click on it, I arrive on page 1. So the thing is, as you can see, my font is not very practical to see. What I can do is it's not very designed. So we can choose and put back some black, maybe bold if we want, and my link is still working. This is very important to know. You're not breaking the link once you make the font again. So I'm just going to do exactly the same thing here for page 2. This document, page 2, okay, and I'm gonna just put here, and as we can see, page 2 is working too. So exactly the same thing. The good thing is about links is you can link pretty much anything you can. You can, for example, use shapes. So if I go into Insert and I choose Shapes, I can put a shape right here, and this allows me to make a button. So I don't know why he's not wanting me to do this. Oh yeah, it's okay. So what I'm gonna do is put page 1, and you can go into your shape format and make some design right here. So I can choose to put it in green, for example, and then go into home and maybe center my text, put it bold, maybe a little bigger. Page 1 like this, that's perfect. I can make exactly the same for page 2, and which is way more design. And you just have to right click on your shape and you go into hyperlink, same as before, page 2, page 1, sorry, I'm on page 1. And as you can see, if I click, it's working very well. It's actually very, very good to use this because it can be, it's very designed and easy to use. I'm just showing you something which is also very useful. which is when you have a database with button right next to the database. If you filter your database, your shapes are going to move too, and you don't want this. So you can go into right here into shape formats and format pane. And here, what you can ask is ask for the size to be locked, and the properties don't move or size with cells. This is very important, which means like, I mean, I hope it will work, but if I delete all of this, my shape behind the page one is not following. Okay, so this is something very important. And the last thing we're going to see are icons. So I'm going to just use them in page one. Let's say I want to come back from page one to home. You can go to Insert, and here choose icons. And in the images you have, you can look for home. And maybe, does it have a simple one? Or house, maybe? House might be better. Yeah, let's take this one. Perfect. I can insert the icon I want and right-click hyperlink, and then go back to home. OK, and when I'm doing this, I'm coming back to home. And I can do something very important to know too, is once I've done it with one shape, I can just copy and paste it in every pages I might have, which is very useful if you have many pages. So I can go into page one, come back, page two, come back, very easily. You can also use icons about pretty much anything. I'm just going to use the ones that are here, because if my page one is about glasses, I don't know, I can use this one, and I can just right-click, hyperlink, and go into page one. Very practical, very easy. You just click on it, and you come back home, and you can put the icons you want and make something very, very visual. Last thing I'm going to show you, you might have seen some Excel files like this, which are very software-like. And this is what's being used is very often conditional formatting. So let me show you this. If I select everything, you have several options, but you can put all the background in gray, which is pretty okay. But as you can see, I have some colors here I want to keep. So I'm going to make a conditional formatting. So the whole background is gray, but when I have stuff in cells, it stays in the same color. So let's set a new rule, classic, cells that contains, and I'm going to choose blanks. Everything which isn't blanks, I'm going to custom the formats, choose fill, and choose the lightest gray. And as you can see, I have something very visual right now, and I can just go into page one, come back, and I can do the same in the other pages, and you have something that really looks like a software right now. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye-bye.